Good morning everyone and welcome back to our channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It's the morning of Christmas Eve and everybody here is sleeping, including the puppy, which is typical and whatnot for most days. Figured I would just hop on and get this day started. Give you a kind of a recap of what you're going to see today. You're going to see footage of the kids opening their Yule gifts from the 21st. And then later today we're going to do some other fun activities like watch some Christmas movies and such, but I don't know if I'll get footage of that. And then there'll be footage of the kids with the Christmas Eve boxes. This year we're deciding to do it at midday instead of at night like we usually do or have done in the past, another Christmas tradition and so on and so forth. So that'll be fun to see how the kids react and see them in their Christmas PJs and all that lovely stuff. And then of course we're going to have it's not the typical spread that you would have on Christmas Eve, but for us it'll do with some snacks, like you saw us bake some brownies and some cookies and other things like that. So, and then nuts and bolts, so they'll be there, and then some fruits and just some meats and cheeses, blah, good. Anybody else ever do that? Swallow your tongue or lose your tongue? I do that all the time. You probably noticed that in the videos. I have what we call brain fart moments. Happens very frequently, but I digress. So we'll have that lovely spread because we don't really usually do a traditional dinner, though this year I think we might, because, well, we'll see how it goes, how everybody's feeling later, and how much they fill up on the snacks. And then later, want you all to join us in a holiday tradition that we've been doing since as far back as I can remember. And we'll be reading Twas the Night Before Christmas. So that'll be fun later. So I'm hoping to get the last little bit done, which is I will be putting my stuff in, the stuff that I got for the kids, in their stockings so that they're ready and waiting for Santa Claus tonight. Because I always put our stuff in the stockings first. Santa gets all the rest of the room, so I'm smart in that respect. Usually, the last couple of years I've done this, I waited until after Santa has put his stuff in. Like I do it first thing in the morning before I bring the kids out. And I never have any room. Santa always takes up all the room. So this year it's his turn. He's going to have to figure it out because I'm not doing it. And of course, like you can probably hear in the background, we've got the lovely fire going. So as you can see, we have the fire crackling. So nice day to stay in front of the fire and relax and just spend time with the family and have some fun and enjoy the quiet of the season. It's still hard to believe that this year is almost over and that we're already at December. I don't know about the rest of you out there in the world, but I was not expecting it to come up so quickly. And now that it's here, you almost wish it would slow down again so that we wouldn't have any issues. But here's hoping that come the new year in 2023, life isn't as hard as it has been. It's going to be an uphill battle, of course, but always go into a new year with bright eyes, bushy-tailed, and hopes of the future. So I'm going to get my day started. As you see, I've already got my cup of coffee. So I will get to it, and I will see you later. Hey, Missy. You wanna go outside? You go outside? Okay, let's go outside. Yeah. Being in Canada, gotta make sure we move the towel that's keeping the cold air out and the rain from the storm that we got. All right, ready to go, Missy? Let's go. Ready? 1, 2. There we go. Don't get blown away. All right. Don't know if you can hear, but we got some really good wind right now. This is the day after we were supposed to get that storm. So we still have the wind, as you can see out back. So here we are, Christmas Eve 2022. Look at that sky. I think we might actually get that snow they're calling for. We might actually get that white Christmas we were asking for. Because look at that sky. That is just a really nasty looking sky. So I guess I'll have to check in a little bit and see if we're snowing. A little bit of sun coming out over this edge, but as you can hear and see, the wind is still rather fierce out here. Gotta take the quiet moments. There she is. All done her business for right now. Time to go back in the nice warm house. Come on, girl. Let's go get warmed up inside. Come on. There she is. Ready? There's our little one, and in the house we go. Oh, talk about cold. And of course, every good girl, after going out and doing her business, deserves a treat. There you go. Got it? Alright, you go eat it. You gonna go take it to your bed? Yep, that's always her go-to spot when it comes to her treats. There she is, enjoying her little Christmas cookies. She's a very simple dog. She doesn't need much. She's also 10 years old, so fancier stuff can sometimes hurt her tummy. Hi, yeah, Mama sees you. Is that a good cookie? Yeah, it's yummy, isn't it? So as you just saw when I was outside, we've still got the wind and everything from the storm. And we're lucky in our little section of New Brunswick, which is right up against the border, we did not lose power. And I got to knock on wood because we still have some pretty decent wind out there. But currently, we don't have any power. Last I checked, there was still, I think, 42,000 people in New Brunswick alone without power. And then just across the border in Amherst, Nova Scotia, all of Amherst is pretty much without power. Some places might have it, I'm not sure. I haven't checked in a little bit for that, but it's not conducive to last minute Christmas shopping, so I hope anybody who was out there watching this from the local area that you got your Christmas shopping done before the storm hit. And if you have lost power, that your power comes back sooner rather than later, because it will be one heck of a holiday without power. There we go. Look at that. The big suck had to get in with all the Christmas Eve stuff, and she needed her belly rubbed. Look at that. Yeah, I'm filming you. Get over it. Alright, here we go.
Didn't
Gonna
we
try.
use warmed up milk?
Yeah, well, that's why the milk is here. We're gonna do the water.
Some water, some milk.
Some water. So there's the water in that one. And we're gonna need a spoon, I think.
Yes, a spoon.
So there we
I'll
are.
grab two. Or you grab one and I grab one, I guess.
Okay, can you take that for me? There we go. Spoon. Alright, start bobbing them around. See if they...
Ooh,
Okay.
that's soft.
I was just gonna say, it should be soft, so just kind of push them around.
Are we good? Oh!
Wow, Bella's broke. So did Alex's. Look at the mighty marshmallows. Okay, stir it around.
Oh!
There we go. Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Keep stirring it.
A lot more chocolate than I thought it would be.
Oh. Look at that. Alrighty, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of milk. Try and do this one. There's your milk.
Any more on the bottom?
Oh yeah, you're still good. Alright, look at that. That was pretty good actually. So I'll have to do a taste test, but there we are. Hot chocolate bombs for the first time.
Yay!
So this is one of my very favorite traditions that I usually do on Christmas Eve with all of my kids. I'll be doing this again later, but I figured while everybody was napping and sleeping, I would do this with all of you out there. So here is "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Alright, let's get into this. Ready? 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sled and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers there flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying a finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I hope you'll enjoy that reading. This book I have had since I was little. My parents got it at a Kris Kringle market back in where I grew up in Ontario. And they got one from myself and my sister, and it's plush and it's great, and I've held on to it for all these years. And it's the copy that we use to read Twas the Night Before Christmas every Christmas Eve. So later tonight, when the family is all ready to go get nestled all snug in their beds and have those sugar plums dance in their head, we will sit down, we will turn on the fireplace on the TV, and we will read Twas the Night Before Christmas before tucking the little ones in and going for a long winter's nap ourselves. I hope you all enjoyed spending Christmas Eve with us. Now it's time for us to get all the goodies in our bellies and watch a Christmas movie. Have a very Merry Christmas, safe and happy holidays, and we'll see you in the next one.